British boxing promoter Eddie Hearn has revealed that the Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn fight will be a spectacle worth witnessing and one of the biggest fights in the history of the sport. Hearn pointed out that Chris Eubank and Conor Benn are the sons of Eubank Sr. and Nigel Benn, and they had the biggest rivalry in British boxing. He also said that their sons have the biggest rivalry in boxing, and the fight makes even more sense because a great legacy is involved in the fight. Moreover, Eddie trashed Simon Jordan for his comments about this fight being an absolute circus, and said that he is jealous because both fighters will be making millions of dollars. Hearn commented that Jordan can't handle that someone is making a lot of money, which is why he is doing whatever he can to defame the fight. Meanwhile, Conor Benn and Chris Eubank recently appeared on the Piers Morgan show and had a heated exchange of words after Eubank was prompted to discuss the warning he gave to Nigel Benn.
If anyone else touches me.
What if I was to slap you right now? What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, go on, go ahead.
Yeah, talk about my dad.
I'm not talking about your dad.
No,
But I told him.
I
told him.
Get off me, please.
Discuss the warning he gave to Nigel Benn. On the contrary, if the upcoming boxing match between Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn needed some extra drama, it got that in late February when Eubank slapped Benn with an egg in his hand when the two faced off after a press conference. The incident will cost Eubank about $129,000, but the IBO middleweight champion is not sweating the fine. In a recent post on his social media, Eubank wrote, "Worth every penny." On the other hand, Conor almost slapped Eubank at the Piers Morgan show and said that he would never lay hands on his dad. Eubank said that if his father lays any hands on him, then there will be consequences. Benn supported his father but was furious when Eubank slapped him with an egg. Furthermore, Hearn defended the mega fight between Conor and Eubank and said that Simon never calls out the Misfits boxing a circus. He sarcastically joked that the KSI versus Dylan Dennis fight was more of a championship rather than an influencer boxing match, pointing to the fact that Simon never raised any questions on that. Hearn also stated that Benn and Eubank are two world-class fighters that will have a tremendous boxing match. Chris Eubank Jr. said Conor Benn deserved the embarrassment of being hit with an egg during the press conference after his two failed drug tests in 2022. Eubank took shots at Conor and claimed that he did nothing wrong because Benn was the one who used steroids. Eubank added, "Did I cross the line? During this whole process, I think many lines have been crossed. So me throwing an egg at somebody who absurdly claims that was the reason why he failed 2 drugs tests, I think that's light. I think he deserved the embarrassment of what happened. If I had an opportunity to do it again, then I